I fixed it off camera. I did. Welcome back to Create Above and Beyond. In the last episode, I had a conniption about this big old silo behind me and the food that it was producing, but off camera I went and set everything up, tested it, and we're just going to turn it back on together. Also, you'll notice that the silo is bigger. The cabbage and the wheat was just not coming in fast enough, so I added a cabbage layer and a wheat layer. I also got that kind of look that I wanted by using red wool to divide the red terracotta. So I'm actually pretty proud of that. I think it looks better. I like the height more. And I have the phytogenic insulator hooked up to a magmatic dynamo as well as the water, so this is all good. All we have to do is throw a brown mushroom inside of it. I put a cyclical upgrade inside of it so the mushroom goes back inside, and the single produced mushroom goes into the pot. It goes in, there we go, it goes into the pot and cooks into this yummy vegetable noodle, and I think produces just fast enough that it actually is faster than the cooking, so we'll have a constant supply, which is amazing. All we have to do now is just use a hopper. I'm just going to use a hopper, fill it with bowls, and then we'll have stacks and stacks and stacks of food forever, because we could just recycle the bowls. Pretty sure this amount of bowls is going to be maybe even more than enough. I don't feel like you need to do a lot to get a large amount of bowls. Sure. Two and a half stacks of bowls in addition to whatever's in there. Basically 3 stacks of bowls will last us forever, because every once in a while I'll need to like drop my bowls off, the ones that I get from actually eating the food. So yeah, no problem. This will go and go. I think it'll only stock 16 inside of it anyways, or 16 here and then 16 there. I think. I guess we'll have to see. I suppose I could use a chest to take. Actually, I don't know that I could use a chest to take anything out, even with the pipes, because I would imagine that the sides are not input-output, just input. In any case, this is looking a lot better. For today's episode, I want to start the factory conversion. It's just about time, and I did some more designing off camera, and finally, I have something to replace our horrible engine over here. This is this nasty, huge thing. It's better, it's faster, it doesn't even use charcoal, so it is pretty amazing what I've done, and it's, you know, a lot smaller and works. But we're going to be schematic cannoning that in, and the big question is, where do we even want to put our new factory? I think it is time to do the teardown. We have a lot of resources stored away. I think we're going to get, like, a few double chests, right, to put everything in, since a lot of it is blocks that we're probably going to be using anyways. A lot of the stuff is just going to be recycled into the machines. So, you know, we'll just go full crazy mode. Yeah, half a stack of these guys should be well over enough, and we'll be able to store all of our crazy items inside of them. And while we're getting this set up, why don't we go into our Q&A of the day? This one's coming in from the Discord, as always, link in the description. We've had a lot of new people in the Discord as well as in the channel, so if you want to be more a part of the community or stay tuned for updates on streams and uploads, you know what to do. Anyways, this Q&A is coming in from Cinery, asking, do I like Ghibli movies and how do I pronounce Ghibli? Well, I pronounce Ghibli like Ghibli, and I love Ghibli movies. I think they're delightful and fun. My favorite Ghibli movie is Castle in the Sky. My girlfriend's favorite Ghibli movie is Howl's Moving Castle. And it's very important you know your partner's favorite Ghibli movie, because then you could get them cool stuff. Like, I got her and I commissioned as Howl and Sophie once for an anniversary, and I bought her Howl's earrings, which are super cute. I think everyone should at least try Ghibli, because they have such a magic about them. I think they're so entertaining. My question to you guys: do you watch in sub or do you watch in dub? There is one right answer to this question. You know what I'm thinking? I should probably invest in a full, like, Haste 2 beacon for this project, because this is really going to suck. I think I'm gonna do that. Welcome to everyone's favorite game show. Does Dejojotheawsome remember how to build a beacon? I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It definitely isn't. It definitely is not 5. It's bigger than that. Is it 7? Although, don't tell me I need 9. Surely. Right? Surely I don't. Okay, it was 7. It was 7. Whew. Whew. Is it not big enough? 1, 2, 3. It isn't big enough. Okay, now I can select Haste 2 and be going lickety-split. And I think that means the beacon beam goes further? I definitely should have a max power beacon somewhere in my base, because having creative flight all over the factory, that would be nice. Alright, please don't put a lot of flint in my inventory, thank you. Beautiful. Now the teardown should be lickety-split. This doesn't feel much faster. I probably should enchant an axe or something. I'm just trying to think. I don't think I'll need any of Chapter 1 and 2's resources, like, aside from the drawers that already exist. Oh, look at that. It stacks a 16 in there, but it will stack to a 64 in there. Perfect. So we'll have a ton of food. Awesome. Oh, and another thing, too, I should really make sure that I have a ton of Enderium processing, because we're going to need it. Also, that's all full. Okay. Why do you have 40 silver ingots on you? What has occurred? Ah, ender dust. Always, always ender dust. You, my little problem child, aren't you? What? Do you have no ender dust inside of you? Uh-oh. Ah, I see. When the factory overstressed, it destroyed all my ender dust stuff. Oh, hooray, hooray. It's great. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, at least we have this. I guess at least the bone meal is still processing. That's the only thing we've needed terrifically actively. Don't do that, please. Here, I'll make sure this guy only sends one at a time. No, not all of them. Not all of them at once. Dang it. That's gonna despawn all my silver. Bleh. I'll just grab a hopper. Hopefully if I just put this silver in a hopper, the hopper will move faster than the way the dejector can do. And hopefully that stuff... Okay, that does work. Cool. So this will wait until that's all done. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. What was I doing? Oh, taking down the factory. Right. Need some buckets. You know, I don't know how interesting this is going to be to commentate over, so maybe a time-lapse? Hey, it's future Dejojo. Well, not that future Dejojo. To be fair, I just recorded this segment, now I'm going to commentate over it, even though I said it'd be boring. First of all, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I've been asking to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, but that is unfair to you guys, because we're absolutely going to do that. We're going to smash that goal. So I am going to challenge you to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and I think you can do it. But it's definitely more of a challenge that is worthy of my community. And if you are new here, from the TikToks, from the guides, thank you so much for, seriously, I want to use this to seriously say that it totally means the world to me. The increased views, the comments, the likes, it seriously is the channel. You guys are the channel. The people on the Discord are the channel. The members, oh my gosh, the members are the channel. I really want to thank the members. We just had a new member, like Mariana. Oh my gosh, let me get your name. Yes. Marina 8 is a new member. And I mean, thank you. I wasn't even advertising, and I'm going to do that. I'm plugging right now, right here, while you're watching me zip around. Oh, at one point, you're going to see me make a pickaxe in Tinker's Construct. It was super disappointing. I don't even want to go over it. I thought it was going to be so cool, and it sucked. It was just as fast as my Efficiency 5 pickaxe. So that's unfortunate. But I just want to take this time to just appreciate my members, okay? We are going to go through my list of members, because seriously, they're so amazing. That would be Inala at Ultra Awesome, who is a mod on my Discord. Sakolki, who is like the admin of my Discord at Awesome. Raging Toad at Awesome. Benny Gaming at Super Awesome. And those four are gold flowers, by the way. We've got Taylor Sutherland at Awesome, Happy Mellow 55 at Ultra Awesome, Mephida at Awesome, Capuchin Monkey at Awesome, Kane at Awesome. Those are all my silver flowers. And then we have Marina 8 at a copper flower in the Awesome tier. And seriously, thank you. I can't express enough. It is amazing. You guys are amazing. And if you want to be a part of that group with Discord benefits and all that fun stuff, they click the join button. But I'm talking too long. And by the way, I love all of you, not just my members. I just want to give a special shout out to my members who are giving me the money they worked for. Seriously answer that question about watching Ghibli in sub or dub, because I will be banning you if you have the wrong answer, and I need to know. Okay. That was a great... Look at this. It's all gone. It was so ugly, and now it's not even here. I almost feel sad. It was almost nostalgic having that absolute ogreish thing. I have left the andesite stuff here because I don't know, I think we just build the old factory on top of the corpse of the... No, build the new factory on top of the corpse of the old one, because why wouldn't... like, legit, why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I use this, right? I feel like... Right? Correct? Dejojo... Correct? Dejojo based? This thing, unfortunately, obviously shut off, but it doesn't matter that much. I didn't even have to eat food. I don't know why. I think it was... all the flying stopped me from doing running, and you can see while you're flying around, you don't actually lose hunger. And since this beacon beam extends to basically the entirety of our base, I don't use any hunger. Although, you know what? I just realized it might look really, really horrendous if the factory isn't in line. Although, wouldn't it look cuter if the factory, like the brick factory, was next to this thing? Okay, well, guess what? We have schematics, so we can try that out. Oh, schematic cannon, and schematic table, and empty schematic. Yeah, a lot of things you need for this. All right, Chapter 1 Factory NBT, right? Correct? Chapter 1 Factory V2. That's right. I did a secondary version. I'm gonna try to get a channel up with links to this on the Discord. If it's not there, yell at me. All right, let's think about this. Let's think about this, because if I want to position it above this, let's see what it even looks like. We need to make it so that this is right above the... Well, hold on. Okay. So which... Okay, this block, which is 1, 2, 3 in and 1 across, needs to be on top of that. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be on top of it. So if I go into Jade and... Whoa! Oh, nope. One back. Well, that's obviously not going to work inside of the beacon. Does it look good at all? It does kind of work. I like how it all renders in when you're on the inside. Obviously, by the way, I won't be using a creative motor or creative power. I can just ignore those blocks, so don't worry about it. I got a comment about that. So don't have to worry about that. Well, for starters, I'd want it rotated different. And that would swing it, like, way forward. And I really do feel like it would look cuter if it was over here. Right? Like, is it dumb of me to say that? It would look so much nicer. Whoop. There we go. Oh, it does look nice. It totally looks nice. That totally looks nice. Which means I have to rebuild. Which means I have to rebuild all that. It's not even like... I want to make it clear. It's not even like it's a terribly difficult thing to rebuild. It's just super annoying. And I didn't want to have to tear it down. Also, I believe the path was 5 wide. So I need 2 more blocks on this side to have the path, correct? Because it was trim and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Well, actually... No. The trim goes right around. Okay. I'm trying to think of this, like, intelligently. These crushing wheels I'm probably going to change up a little bit so it's not an ender chest. I kind of don't like how the ender chest look there. Otherwise, I think that's okay. And it should be. Right? And that's lined... Is it lined up? No, not even close to being lined up. What am I talking about? I want, like... a center block of this to line up a center block of it. Okay, there we go. So now they're all lined up with each other. It's adorable. Oh, it's so cute. Does it need to go 1 up? No, right? Man, it looks so small next to that thing. But that's okay. That's okay. That works. That works very well. I think that looks nice. Yeah. Now, for the less easy one to place. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I know I'm gonna. In fact, there's actually 2 schematics. I needed to do 2 schematics because it went down so far. And I just kind of didn't want to, like, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna... that one takes a lot longer to load. Okay, here we go. It's so big. It's so big. I have no idea where to even think about putting this. So this guy extends out to here. It's so big. Oh, okay. You know what? I should build this first. I should totally build this first, because otherwise this is impossible. Yeah. Okay. All right. Please don't be horrible. There are 10 pages. 28 andesite. 12 andesite. Oh no, it doesn't quite it doesn't recognize the chisel stuff. Oh shoot. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks. So we're gonna have to re-chisel everything? Or is it just not gonna work? Look at that. It recognizes layered andesite. That's interesting. No, it does recognize the chisel stuff. It just breaks it up weird. Okay, interesting. Right, I forgot we need phytogenic insulators for this. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot of work. Alright. However, what can we do, right? What can we do? Well, we can get ourselves a double chest set up next to it so that we can start inputting the stuff we need. This took a miserably long amount of time. It really did. That was boring. I don't want to do it again. The stuff we're skipping is like the creative stuff. I don't have cherry wood, it turns out. I don't want to go find it. And any of the dirt and grass. We don't need any of that stuff. We'll fill that in ourselves. But everything else that is needed for this stupid build is in this thing. The chances that it all works are very low. And well, it's not gonna work right off the bat because there's a lot of stuff I need to set up outside of it anyways, like the sorting of the crushing wheels. But I just wanted to get this thing built, at least to start with, because that was really boring. I'm so not excited to get the giant steampunk stuff in. So yeah, stay tuned for that encroaching nightmare. And let's just schematic cannon this because it's gonna have so many problems. I'm gonna wait till it's daytime. I have become legitimately afraid that this is going to end up having been like legitimately slower than just building it by hand because of all the problems. But instead, I'm gonna give you guys a little time lapse. Okay. Okay, there it is. It's done. It's here. How are we looking? Oh. Definitely should have put in some more of those. Oh, let's reload. Let's reload the chunk. There we go. Now the connected textures work. Nice. Okay, very cool. All of the tanks and stuff need some recoding. Also, where did I put those I made buttons at some point. I made buttons. Did I put them in the chest? That would have been really smart if I put them in the chest. I did. Oh, look at all those leftover resources, too. Nice. Okay. You know, that's also a good color for this. Okay. You need to be... There we go. You need to be flicked. You definitely shouldn't be lava. You can't fill up with lava, though. What are you? Okay. We're going to have to we're going to have to run power underneath all this stuff. Every single one of these ender chests cannot be white. Yeah, we have still quite a bit of work cut out for us, unfortunately. But still very exciting. Also funny that the pipes connect in that way. I think that looks super ugly. So we are just going to... I'm going to just break these pipes because I have a suspicion that schematic canning in pipes is terrible. Terrible idea. Also, why did I use that many? What was the fourth one for, huh? What? Okay, whatever. We still have to add all like the modifiers and stuff to these guys. And of course we need to route, you know, rotational power and as well as actual power into this thing. So we're not done or close to it, but it's finally here. I don't know where the lanterns went. I don't know why the lanterns broke. Huh? One lantern? No. There were supposed to be lanterns. Alright, well, the lanterns are cheap. Alright, let's at least give it its foundation back. I think it deserves as much. Yeah. This is all foundation. Anything that won't be exposed, or anything that won't be hidden by the layered andesite trim, needs a little bit of foundation. There we go. Okay, now it looks a lot more solid. Oh man, where to start? Well, I suppose first of all, we have the option of routing this stuff into the machine, or simply going under and remaking it. And I feel like I don't know which is easier. I would have to think that just rerouting it is going to be easier, right? I would have to think that rerouting it is the best option. Because, like, what else is there? Let's see. The mixer we need to line up with is the second one, right? Yep, which is here. Okay, this one. This basin right here. This is the one we have to line up with. Okay, cool. I'm thinking we just hit this with classic, that's a belt, and then a classic belt here, all the way to here. Probably one further. Jump. And then, have a fan underneath of this guy, brass funnel there. And then that should be good. That should be good. It all just comes down to how in the world do I route rotational power to this machine? That's the big question, of course. Oh, by the way, I know exactly how we're gonna generate that rotational force. Don't even worry about that. Oh, I was gonna say it's the routing that confuses me, but there is our savior. Boom. And boom. And give me a belt. Beautiful. And then we can just gearbox that. Perfect. Oh, hopefully that actually is perfecto. And it spins in the right direction. Because that would suck otherwise. Alright, so you're going to be vertical. Vertical in the right way. And then potentially just 2 cogs. Potentially 2 cogs. No, that would be 3 cogs, wouldn't it? But I don't care because it's deep under the ground. Just like that. And that might power the fan correctly. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't even know if I have video time to even test this thing. No, oh, wait, no. Before I do video time, we gotta, like, color code all of these. I don't remember my codes. Well, I said I wanted to change this. I said I wanted to change this system. And I will. And I think for now, we'll just steal some of this. I use, like, the dented andesite. Or, actually, how about layered andesite? That looks very nice. So you need a block there, a block there. And we'll just make sure we have the essential blocks in. And then once we get the essentials in and stuff, we could play around with whether or not we even need to change this up. I remember, like, I tested this kind of idea in the creative world, and it wasn't that bad. Doesn't look that bad. I mean, we could throw some stairs. Let's throw some andesite stairs on theirs. Turn this into polished because it looks the same. And make 8 stairs. You know, the kind of overhang that exists on all factories. Not too bad, actually. Might look like ventilation system. Yeah, this is the AC unit so that my factory employees don't get too hot. Because I'm a good factory man. Who works in the factory? The ducks. Oh, and of course this needs to wait until it has 64 items in it. Beautiful. Also, this beautiful beacon does really need to move. It's very much on the way. There we go. That's much better. Where's my haste 2? Thank you. Yeah. I don't have anything to give it for haste 2, but let's pretend, right? It doesn't have to be a beacon beam that gives you anything. So now, let's look at this monstrosity. Where do you even put this in a world? I didn't think about that. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, not position. Rotate. Zip. Yep. That's a big one. Wow. God. And this is not even the full one. I had to cut off part of this thing. Well, here's the challenge. Since we have this here, it can't be that... Well, it can't be this close to that thing anyways, but... There is a considerable underground space that we need to consider. You know what's kind of funny? I think if it were to be, like, on level with this guy, it's not that much taller. So the factory looks pretty big, which is nice, This is not bad. But perhaps I would want it behind. I actually don't think that looks bad there. Behind this thing. And then when you walk up to it, you know? And if I put it 10 blocks behind, then the thought process is like, I could have like the paths merge, you know? Could almost have like a merging effect over there. Or even, no, I'd have it like, I could have it 5 out. Yeah. Because of course this path would not mesh up with this one. I think this here totally works. Yeah. I like that. Because then the other thing, the other schematic I have can go somewhere else too, which would be really cool. And that other schematic, by the way, is this pulverizer flywheel engine, which is something I designed off camera. The pulverizer flywheel engine could go like here. Check this guy out. Check this guy out. Look at this guy. That's clean, isn't it? That produces the same amount of power as this horrible thing. They're about the same size, but check this guy out. Right? Isn't that clean? Isn't that so clean? It's so clean, isn't it? This is literally as close to this belt system as that can be. It does have to go underground. Well, if ground level is going to be here for the factory, right? That's how it would look. I might have to rotate it, considering the power output. I would prefer to be sort of facing that factory. But then again, the power is probably just going to go right into the ground, isn't it? Most likely. Most likely. And I could always change up the design a little bit. But that doesn't look bad there. Although maybe we want to have it, the front of it flush, right? So like this block lines up. No, I had it right. Set these guys to line up. Yeah. Yeah. Although that's a lot of space between them. I'd only want it to be 5. Then, of course, the problem is I think that... Oh, no, it doesn't actually intersect at all with this. Perfect. That does leave it open. Awesome. So then, how would that look with Big Boy behind it? Oh, I think that would look cool. Right? Although, oh, it does stick out. Oh. Does stick out a lot in the back. I mean, obviously, it's not the same width, and I can't make it the same width. This is as tight as I'm willing to even try to make it. I say it's good. I say go for it. I say go for it. Oh, God, these two things are gonna take so long to prep the materials for. Why did I build this in creative? I just want to use this time to say thank you so much to the members of this channel. They are helping this channel and me become closer and closer to becoming a full-time content creator. So if that's something you'd be interested in, subscribe and become a member.